Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Carter Story Podcast. Of course, I'm your host, Jeff JJ. Hello, hapa niko na Caleb. Caleb, say hello to them.
Hi, guys.
Not just my guys.
Basi. Say the hi guys to our viewers online in my stream. Okay, hi guys, my name is Caleb Buru. Yes.
That's very interesting.
Yes. My name is Caleb Buru and I'm glad to be on this week's episode of Kata Story Podcast.
Yeah, that's valid. All right, Caleb. Actually, when I in the beginning of this podcast,
Thank you.
but that's okay. All right, right now, they said there's a shift in life, especially the thing that with the Gen Zs,
Yes.
the more we go, the more it's going to be hard. Do you think it has been hard all the time since the beginning, or in this era is where now things have started to be hard, or it's as we are experiencing it, it's our first time to experience things how to be hard as Gen Zs?
Actually, I think the answer is even more deep and complex than that, because if you come to look at it, if it's about generational issues or generational problems, each generation has its own problem. The Gen X had their own issues, the millennials, the greatest generation, the previous old generations. For example, a guy who was born in 1900, at 14, he experiences World War I, right? At 18, it ends. When he's 39, he experiences World War II. When he's 20 years, 1920, he experiences a pandemic known as the was it 1918? He experiences the Spanish flu, right? At 1929, he or she experiences the Great Depression, this huge economic crisis that happened. At 39, he experiences World War II, ends at 45. In the 60s, he or she experiences the racial discrimination stuff. So if it is for me, each generation has its own issues.
Also, each and every generation has got their own experience.
Exactly.
Based on Gen Zs.
Okay, for us Gen Zs, I think our experience is more like, you might find out that our childhood was much more better compared to, like, right now, most of us Gen Zs are actually transitioning into adulthood. Some of us are either finishing high school, finishing university, or even some are even graduating, and they are now entering into a job market where most of us most of us are actually going up in the 2020s, right? 2020 experienced the pandemic. The pandemic kind of shifted kind of everything. You saw even how after COVID or during COVID, we saw a huge and a massive rise in technology in terms of AI, in terms of how even the aspect of having remote jobs.
And
right?
by the way, about AI, people have been saying that AI is going to replace a lot of jobs. They're like even. They were saying that it cut across from media even to the engineering part of it. For example, they're saying that in the future they won't need engineers to construct roads or to participate in building and constructions. Basically, they will need they will need an AI to come up with a plan to structure almost things. For example, if you are an architecture, the AI will play that part. If you are in part of media, if you are a news anchor, they are saying that media, maybe AI will play part of it. So they're saying that in some years to come, like AI is going to replace human being. What's your take on that? Do you think AI can replace human beings? Because right now they're even saying that as a graphic designer, AI is going to replace them. You can actually come up with a poster created with an AI. So what's your take on it?
So for my take on it, it's both good and bad at the same time. It's good because it makes it easier, you can do things quickly, but also it's bad for someone who's usually traditionally based. For example, in media, I've noticed a trend even on Instagram, even on edits, people might argue, like, if you're a graphic designer or a video editor, an AI is going to replace you. But sometimes you might find out that, yes, AI can create content, but it also needs, like, human eye supervision. What I've come to learn is that if you are someone, either it's engineering, media, or whatever, even business, it's like, apart from having the traditional skills, it's also good and important that you know how to use it. Not, I think if it were to really replace human beings, it will take a long time, like centuries, because of modifications. Because if you have come to find out that, for example, like right now we had ChatGPT, right? Yeah. But the way it's functioning, it's not how it was functioning when it was being developed, like in 2026. Yeah. For example, like for a video editor, you might find out that maybe there's some effects that it may take time for you to create, but you can integrate AI to do it for you. You see, like you better you even find out that there are some even online courses that you can actually learn about AI, like learn how to use AI, learn how to prompt it. I even remember there was a time during this previous semester that passed, there was a time where we had a session in the university where some international guys, some foreign guests, we had some foreign guests, they were actually Indians. They were telling us how, like, in the world that we live in, if you really want to survive in the job market, learn how to use AI.
Learn how to use AI.
Exactly.
That is controversial.
Like how? Not like using AI independently. Learn how to prompt it, to structure it. For example, to your advantage. For example, if you're planning a movie script, right? Yes, you may tell it to adjust it, but you might, it can give you a concept of an idea, right? But as a human being, there's a way you can adjust it, and there's a way you can prompt it to work in your favor, and there's a way you can integrate it. For example, if it's video editing, for example, if you want to advertise this phone, right? There are some features, let's say it may take time. Let's say you are having a 2-week deadline, but for those who are experts, these things can take time, right? You might find out that as a video editor, yes, you might find out that there's a tutorial online telling you, like, if you want to create this effect, for example, if you want an effect that removes all these aspects of a phone, there's a prompt, right? There you go. There it tells you go to this website. Let's say if there's nano banana, there's sedans, there's cling. It shows you can do this and that, and then you might prompt it to create it for you. And also you can also integrate it into your video. Let's say it's a video that begins like this, right? But it's like, you can integrate it. You may combine those images, adjust a few layers if it has a few issues. But also the downside of it is, like, you might find out that you might even pay for these AI tools. That's the downside. That's why you might find out that people, it's only a few who have integrated it so far, because you might find out in some cases, what if I pay for it and I get nothing out of these AI tools?
What you expected.
Exactly, because even me, I've ever tried using some. They give you good results, some don't. Some are good, some even they offer limited credits. So you might find out that you might only create a few seconds of a clip. I've never actually even tried one, but as the world goes by, you will come to find out that apart from having the traditional skills, add AI to your knowledge. For example, even you might find out, even in most of these softwares, like even Photoshop these days, like the ones unlike the ones that come from previous back. For example, Photoshop 2026, right? For example, if you take someone's picture. Photoshop,
you're talking about a software that is used to edit photos and graphic design, right?
For example, if you have a picture of someone who has pimples and he or she might want to remove the pimples. Exactly. Instead of just you using the refill shape, retouch, it can take you countless hours. You might highlight
to the AI.
Exactly. Or even it even has an inbuilt AI feature. Just highlight that part, then you describe for it, I want you to remove this and this. And even like right now, you might even find out that Adobe, they've even released Adobe Firefly. Adobe Firefly, whether it's true, it's like it helps you to create to modify images using AI instead of like photo editing, because as you may now see these days, people you might find out that people usually care about the end product, not the process. And
also people want to save time.
Exactly.
Remember now, you have said that people care about the end product, and also people want to save time. You understand? So it's either you move with the way things are moving forward, or else you'll be left behind. So right now I see even most softwares like the editing softwares, they are coming up with the AI features.
Yes.
Just to make sure that things move a little bit faster.
Yeah.
Remember now, you can take even a day to do just a retouch.
Exactly, yes, exactly.
But that's now with an AI, it's going to take like even
30 seconds.
30 seconds, you are done.
Exactly.
It saves time.
I was even surprised even in After Effects they're even integrating it. I was even surprised. I'm like, yo, yes, true.
After Effects, we're talking about Adobe
graphic.
After Effects. It's a software that is used to create motion graphics. Motion graphics. For example, the intros that you see in movies, they use that software to create such kind of motion graphics.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's true. I was even checking another video tutorial and I was like, wait a minute. After Effects even has AI integrated tools in it. So what is trying to show us is, as you move with the job system, job creativity,
you have to move with it.
Exactly.
Or else you will be left behind.
Exactly. Although there's some jobs that where you kind of need human supervision. For example, let's say things that involve hand mechanical use. For example, like I've seen a lorry move here. I know there's going to be a richer time where the driver is an AI, but also humans are more better in terms of driving vehicles. Right? For example, they will know when to stop. They know this checkpoint. They know this route. They know, unlike an AI that's supposed to be programmed to do this and this and this. It has to do
but
this.
But they say that even in health sector, they say that in future AI will be in the position to replace surgeons. They were arguing that there's a robot that used to do surgery perfectly and more accurately, more than human doctors. Right, so they're saying that even in the future, not only in the media sector, but also even in the health sectors, that AI will be in the position to replace some doctors. But for me, I say that we shouldn't be afraid of that, because changes has to be done. Remember, this is a world of competition, so you have to move on with whatever thing that is moving on. We have to keep on moving with it. So for me, my advice is that don't always be afraid of whatever thing that is happening. Just like you've mentioned, there will still be jobs. Remember, even these AIs, there will be still human beings who will be there to monitor whatever thing that they're doing.
Exactly.
Remember, even in the case of in the aviation sector, you see, Kitambo, an aeroplane was being controlled manually from point A to point B, but now we have an
automatic
autopilot, sindio?
Yes.
Once umepanda huko juu unaweka, sindio?
Yes.
But you see now we still have pilots being employed. Right? There must be a pilot there at the cockpit. To monitor whatever thing that is happening.
Because you might put it on autopilot and there's a plane approaching you and it's just there. You might end up crashing.
You might end up crashing. So for me, I'll say that as far as AI is there, let us don't be afraid of it. Number two, there will still be jobs. You cannot die without kupata tu job fulani.
Exactly. It's true. Although there's that fear of like, what if right now, like for example, like right now you have lecturers, right? And AI decides to be like your lecturer. Let's say they employ ChatGPT to come and lecture you. It's impossible. They need that human aspect, because although we are humans, they are machines and everything. We also that human aspect.
So
for example,
imagine umeweka pale robot pale mbele mnaponga nayo story. Anakwambia story gani kwanza?
Exactly. Alafu unajua unapatanga hizi AI ni kama zimeko-programmed kukupendeza. Yani like sometimes I naambianga just give me the hard truth, don't sugarcoat. Like ukiambia is sugarcoat, ita sugarcoat pia.
You see now they have been programmed in a way that see when we talk about AI, people have been narrowed down to ChatGPT. Okay. They're not talking about ChatGPT. There are multiple things with AI. For example, you can unaweza fika kwa nyumba, even in the toilets, kuna hizi hiyo pot ukishamaliza inajiflash mwenyewe. That's an AI, all right? So it's not narrowed down to ChatGPT. But now let's talk about the one a lecturer at sasa tumeweka pale AI
kama tufunze.
Inakufunza haitaleta ile human aspect yenye unataka. You need something sometimes, a cold truth.
Exactly.
Umesema AI itakusugarcoat. I remember there was a lady mwenye alikuwa ananiambia ati alikuwa na chatting na AI. Anaambia AI was Mr. Nice Guy.
Like hadi ukifanya ufala, I understand, it's not your fault. It's inaeleweka.
I understand you are a human being.
Like come on. Like kuna ile aspect ya not kama mimi na wewe tumeongea hivi, kuna kitu naweza fanya uniambie, you know what, let me tell you the cold truth, Caleb uendi vizuri hapo fanya. But sasa ChatGPT, it's okay to make mistake, it's okay, never mind, I trust you. Na literally unaona jamaa anaenda kukia kwa shingo
ananimuaga vibaya.
Exactly. So sometimes pia hata kama tunasema tunapenda hizi AI, kuna that human supervision. So unaanga hata pia tuseme umeenda kutype, tuseme kuna project unataka kufikiria script ya movie, si ndio? Hauingiangi nayo directly. Kwanza unaangalia kwa zile za beza cha change, wacha change. Ingine jina kuambia juu tuweke script ati, for example tuseme kama sasa tuko shule, hatuna hiyo capability ya kufanya unajua kuna tu effects na VFX tunaweza for example weke ati basi nalipuka. It's possible ndio, it's possible ndio, but venye inaisuggest unaona kama zile movies za Hollywood zenye atakuwa na mtu wa stunt anazunguka nayo Thika Road alafu atalipuke kwa barabara, like you see, like unaona it's not possible. Lazima uiweke ina context ya hiyo, by the way niko hivi, niko limited hivi na hivi. Exactly. So ni hata kama unaona kama hiyo story yako ya Massageons, it's possible ndio, but tukisema tu kula Mungu, tuseme uko unconscious alafu una rely AI cooperate. AI sisikie AI inaweza ona maybe hati yako imekataa kusonga.
Acha hata na hiyo. For example, acha niseme AI ilikuwa inakufanyia surgery, sio? Alafu in the middle, acha hata malfunction. In the middle wewe ukue awake. So unajua yeye ataendelea tu mbele kufanya, hata elewa ati this guy is awake.
Is awake.
What should be done when someone is awake in the middle of the surgery? What should be done?
Alafu unaona request ati umpige kichwa ama udunge sedative ama like idhani uko sawa na maybe uko na open wound, unaona sasa. Exactly. But
then again you see even in each and every sector tunakuwa na emerging issues. So especially when sometimes an AI cannot be upgraded to that level whereby it can deal with such emerging issues. So at a given point it needs still human beings
to
like handle whatever thing. That's why I gave you an example with the aviation sector. We still had an autopilot, but still now we still have pilots in the cockpits. You understand? So let's not be afraid. Let's not be afraid in whatever thing that is coming through. So Caleb tukimalizia because I can see it's little bit getting dark.
Exactly.
It's getting dark.
And also the rain, the weather is not very nice.
I'm not always dark like this, bana.
Utaenda ufanye editing ukue light skin. Utaenda jifanye ukue light skin.
Ukue light skin. Sikuangi dark hivi, but again, you know guys, I'm always dark, right? Alright, so Caleb tukimaliza. The biggest fear right now that is going through, of course I know each and every generation tunakuwa na fear, but at this point to Gen Z's, the biggest fear and how we should go about it.
I think our biggest fear for Generation Z, for us, most of us, if I may speak to most, is not making it in life, or not just making it, not succeeding and not fulfilling expectations. Because unapatanga, for example, if it's our parents, ndio unaweza pata kama sahi kitu na deal kwao. Unajua kila generation iko na issue yake, maybe chenye nina experience kubwa maybe kwao ni kidogo, but kuna ile aspiration ya when I was your age I used to do this. Gen Z it's not like this, not like this, but sometimes wanapaswa waelewe like sisi we are not experiencing the same inflation that they experienced. For example, naona kama sahi 1000 is ni kitu hadi inaizisha haraka, si ndio? But time yao if wangekupatia story kwa kwambia 1000 was almost like a million. 1000 ulikuwa unachapa shopping ya karibu miezi 3 na inatosheka.
Like, hey, what are you talking about?
Exactly. Ukitoa 1000 yani kama mhesh, but sasa hiyo 1000 inisha in an instant, si ndio? Hawaja face inflation. Aya, sasa zile tuna grow up, unajua most of them wako experience hata kuendeaje kuretaiниwa kwao ni rahisi juu they know the system. Sisi tunapata system yenye number 1 una compete na AI. So, hata kama tunasema ni mzuri una compete na AI. Like it's more about productivity, speed, efficiency and how quick you can learn.
You can, exactly. Or else if you cannot cope up with it, you are going to be replaced as fast as possible.
Exactly. When watu wana drop they lose their jobs each and every
each and every day.
Paka tunaona our parents never faced an unemployment crisis like right now.
Tuko
in a system yenye unajua wakati wao wenye walikuwa wamesoma ni wachache. Alafu ukisoma ulikuwa unakuwa guaranteed unapata job.
Lazima utapata job.
Si ndio? Alafu ni job inalipa poa. Angalia kama sasa.
And even by that time imagine mtu mwenye anapata 30k anapeleka watoi shule, amejenga nyumba,
shamba,
akona gari,
amefungua akona side hustle.
Right now ukipata 30k
hiyo hata ikusaidii, hiyo tu watu
sasa ni rent peke yake umelipa.
Ushalipa rent, ukishalipa chakula hata hii nyingine unabaki tu on survival mood mwezi mzima. Exactly. Unaona, na jobs ilikuwa high paying vizuri. Although I know the curriculum by then was a little bit hard, but hata ukiwa na diploma ulikuwa or even a certificate, hata ukiwa ulikuwa guaranteed utapata job, si ndio? Kuna wase unashanganga wameshinda wakiwa mafundi ambao miaka 20 ni hiyo time ilikuwa ina sustain. Sasa ndio imekuwa ngumu kidogo. But sasa unaona sisi tukiona system yenyewe ndio we have free education, it is good, but unapata kama kila mwaka na graduates yet inapungua, inaongezeka each and every year. For example, kama sisi tu graduate sisi pekee, kuna others from other universities, si ndio? Ku-apply internship ni competition, ku-apply job ni competition, si ndio? Alafu unapata hizo jobs mshahara nyona kulipa ni kidogo. Wanakuambia for example kama si venye tuko yangu kwa sababu wewe kijana mdogo 60,000 unafanyia nini? Like pia hata hawezi elewa, we also have our own issues.
Anakucheck 60,000
kale bwana ni kijana mdogo, una bibi, una watoto.
Wanaona they narrow you down into the requirements or needs that they see, hey, these are the only things that Caleb needs. So they are like, Caleb only needs to pay rent, to dress well,
peke yake,
and to eat well.
Bana, but ajui tuko na vitu mingi za kufanya. Because let's be honest, I want to be stuck there forever. Kuna time utafika hiyo 60,000 itakuwa inaisha tu pap. Exactly. Majukumu imekuwa mingi, si ndio? Like pia system yenye tuko ni ati hata kama wanasema ati by your age I done this, but pia waelewe kila mtu akona nasema akona battles zake. Unaweza pata even our kids they might even experience even kitu hata kubwa hata kutuliko. Unaweza pata maybe technology iko advanced, but unapatanga ndipo ufike to the top inabidi strain so much. Unajua sisi tumelelewa into the 844 system. Hata ukiwa mtu ulikuwa unaambiwa usome kitabu, some vitabu, get good grades university, upata certificate, uende job. Hata mimi kuna time nilikuwa najiuliza, hiyo time chemistry ilikuwa imenikalia vibaya, chemistry ilikuwa imenikalia, nikaanza kujiuliza yani Mungu mmoja
unaana moles
exactly. Ati mimi nisome organic chemistry 2
unapata kumbe kuna organic chemistry 1 pia bado
na 2 ujamaliza. Ati ukisoma organic chemistry 2 utaomoka, ati sasa utapata utaomoka, upate certificate, uendesha gari paka unaweza kujiuliza. Yaani yule msema anaendesha Benz pale nje. Alisoma organic chemistry akaelewa. Ndio unapataga hatuleko ile system yenyewe. After that ni kama we were supposed to be employees. Ukitoka hapa pakaratasi uandike, but the moment tunatoka huku nje huku kampo ama or even whatever kama sasa hivi yenye tuko unakuja kurealize it's not about how many grades you have. Hata hii degree ukipata hata
do you think the system is very biased?
Kind of juu unajua siku hizi hata ukiandika emails ngapi kama una connections hata uandike emails hata urembeshe CV
upate reply ukwambia ati hey atuje kuchukua
hata ile kuambia we regret to inform you hakuna hata hiyo regret hakuna. Like unapata chenye unapata ni huko ni kama una connections bila connections, bila kujuana na mtu uko ndani haupati kitu. Haupati kitu. Unaona unapotanga kuna msee. Kwanza na kuna time nakumbuka nilikuwa nakuja shule, nilikuwa ndani ya tuktuk. Nakumbuka there was a guy alikuwa anaongea na mjama na rafiki yake hapo kando. Sasa mimi nimesikiliza. Nilikuwa napita na nje ya kuja referral hospital na natokanga Kawes nikujanga hivi. So we were passing near the referral hospital. Alafu kuna manze fulani alikuwa anavuka barabara, but huyo mse watu akasema ule manze namjua, tulikuwa na yake namjua. Akasema unamjua aje? Tulikuwa na shule moja ni nini, yeye alifanya nursing akabatikia, unaona, akapata job. Na ulikuwa unafanya nini? Rafiki yake alikuwa mimi nilikuwa nafanya engineering na driver tuktuk. Sasa unajua mimi niko hapo una eavesdrop but kimemuko zile za
like yeye alifanya engineering ni driver tuktuk.
Imagine hata mimi nikashtuka like you
kuna content fulani nilikuwa nimeona ndio naona sasa giza inakuwa strong. Alright, kuna content nilikuwa naona ya kijana fulani alikuwa anauza mahindi. Alafu kuna kijana fulani hapa alikuwa amekuja kununua mahindi akamwambia ati unafanya kozi gani? nafanya software engineering. Huyo kijana mwenye alikuja kununua mahindi ndiye alikuwa anasema ati sasa tumepewa assignment mingi, nani alinituma kwa software engineering? Alafu sijui alimuuliza swali gani, uko which year sahi? Ati sahi niko 4.2. Alafu akauliza huyu mtu wa mahindi, na wewe ulifanya course gani by the way? Alisema nilifanya software engineering yako. So this guy was imagining like akamuuliza ulipata nini gani? Alimwambia alipata first class honors. Na yeye anauza mahindi.
Manze, yeye ni mbaya. Like
so kind of I think somehow the system is
by the way
bit biased.
Exactly.
Because for me I think that kuna ile time wakati sisi ni wadogo unakuanga na ile kitu, actually your parents can study you well and tell that this guy is more of maybe art, is more of all maybe the technical part or the science part of it.
Exactly.
Una get? So I think these are things that if are structured in us while you're still young, then I think things can be better off in the future. Number two, I think for example isikuwa ati jobs mingi zimeconcentratiwa kwa in the city, not leave alone AI, in the city. I think they can create job opportunities even by taking some jobs into rural areas. For example, right now for media, if you want to be, let me say, in most cases you have to be in the city. You understand?
Exactly.
If you want things to do with building and construction, in most cases you have to be in the city. What if they take some projects in some rural areas? Maybe government offices has to be built in rural areas. You see, people will get out from the city and go in those places also to set up their businesses, creating more job opportunities. I think that is a strategy that the government should put into consideration. Otherwise tutakuwa tunalialia hapa kazi haziko. But one thing that I'm sure of is that at a given point utapata job.
Job utapata at a given point. At a given point utakuwa na do. So it's up to you tuone ati utatumia hii do aje. Number two, about connection, I think we can also just try so hard to build connection among ourselves. For example, right now mimi sasa ninakujua already niko na connection. Kama umejua kazi fulani inahitaji skills zangu, utanipiga tu simu, utaniambia hey Jeff, kujia hii kazi fulani iko hapa. I think we should connection is built through social skills. So the more you interact with people, the more you create that bond in between you and people, the more connection is inakuja. Otherwise ukijifunga kwa nyumba, things will be very hard and no one will come to save you. Otherwise naona tunafunga podcast. Nilikwambia useme kitu ya mwisho sasa. Acha nikwambie useme ya kitu ya mwisho sasa. Tuseme ya mwisho.
Yes, tukienda.
Tunakwambia ni ati guys in life, so I give up. Najua life ni ngumu, but pia
angalia hapa.
Exactly, nakwambia unaona life ni ngumu by the way. Okay, not ngumu but sitaki weke hiyo mentality ati ni ngumu. Life ni rahisi if number one I'm a very religious person. Trust God, man. If you believe in God, God anaweza kufungulia milango ingine hata mwenyewe utashtuka. Opportunities will be coming left, right and center. So nataka Biblia inasema utakuandalia meza mbele ya maadui zako. Even your enemies watakuwa na shangao kwa zile rada manzi. Unaambia ni God, unasema sometimes tu unapatanga ni God. Hata ikuange ati na feature white, sometimes unakuwa ni God. Another thing is that so ikufahamu. Alafu in for us Gen Z, sometimes kama nimesema kila generation iko na issues zake. Even our parents, they had their own issues. Wako na pandemic yao. Kama for example if I don't want to go to politics, but tunakumbuka their political side wakiwapatia story walikuwa wanawaambia unajua wakati wetu ungefanya hivi. Exactly, but so unaona iko different. But for us si tuko na yetu, si ndio? We will also tell our kids and our grandkids ati kuna time kulikuwa na pandemic, tulifunga shule for a whole year. We thought that it was going to go for 2 weeks, but it ended up being a whole year. Some things fucked up. We lost loved ones. Alafu inflation ndio hiyo. Inflation ndio imepanda. Like unaweza pata mimi hata ndio tutakuwa afadhali kuliko in the better. Alafu nawaambia ati when ulitoka kwa job ati una compete na AI kwa kazi. I had to learn things. alafu unapata ati before I found a good paid job it took me time. Unaona, hata those are stories that we'll tell our people, our kids and our grandkids, but it's normal in life. Hata even the Bible tells us, say Adam aliambo, you'll tell the earth for you to get something. Even for us it's like now we came from our childhood, now we start tunafikiria stage we have to toil.
All right, otherwise guys, thank you so much, and this is Carter Story Podcast. See you in our next episode, mtu wangu. Otherwise, good.
Manze.